What's going on, everybody? It is DylanLasagna here, and if you're a Nintendo consumer like me, you are watching the Nintendo Direct that happened on February 13th, 2019, and to be honest, there was not a lot going on in this Direct. Aside from a few games, there wasn't really a lot to talk about here in this Direct. So, we're going to get right into it. So, let's start off with some of my biggest highlights here from this Direct, and it has to be my biggest one. Super Mario Maker is coming to the Nintendo Switch, and it's coming soon, in June. In like around, well, we don't know when exactly it's coming, but it's like the month where E3 is happening. It's unbelievable. I mean, I really can't believe they're making a new Super Mario Maker and it's coming this soon. Cause it's unbelievable. I'm very happy that this is happening because I never got to experience Super Mario Maker. I never had a Wii U. To be honest, I got Super Mario Maker on the 3DS when I had a 3DS for like 6 months until I traded that in for a Switch. And then I never looked back. And to be honest, Super Mario Maker on the 3DS is like a half-assed version of Super Mario Maker on the Wii U. And honestly, just I watched the trailer several times for Super Mario Maker number 2, and honestly, God, I'm gonna have a lot of time playing this. I don't know, more so than Super Smash Bros. Ultimate, but I think I'm gonna take that back. A lot more time with Smash Ultimate because there is so much to do in this game. I mean, just creating your own like levels in Mario Maker, I'm down. I'm all in for that. And the fact that they're bringing elements and features from Super Mario 3D World, like the cat suit, and that was just my favorite thing from that trailer. And there's like a lot of things that were shown off, like, oh, now you have this like click wheel that you can select items that you want. I think it became a little bit clear that people can kind of shut up about, oh, how are we gonna create stages now? You can use a Pro Controller with that click wheel now. I'm not sure how it's going to be in handheld mode. I hope maybe they'll implement touchscreen controls. That's probably what's going to happen, but I'm excited. I'm really excited for Super Mario Maker. There's definitely going to be a lot more we're going to learn in the coming months before it releases in June, but nonetheless, I'm really excited for Mario Maker. Moving down the line, this is the second to last game that they showed off in the Direct, and this looked pretty cool. Astral Chain on the Switch. It's like this futuristic game, this futuristic sci-fi game made by Platinum Games, the developer, publisher, whatever it is, behind Bayonetta. And I'll get to Bayonetta in a second, but this game looks pretty fun. You get to like take on futuristic monsters with advanced weaponry. I was kind of confused by the story, but this game looks pretty cool, to be honest. And it comes out on August, so I'm really excited to pick that up. I just want to learn a little bit more about Astral Chain before I decide to like pick it up, if I want to pick up Day 1 or not. But nonetheless, I'm really looking forward to Astral Chain. Speaking of Bayonetta, Nintendo did talk about Bayonetta 3, which, by the way, is still in development. However, I also saw on Twitter today, well, actually, by the time you're watching this, it's probably past today. The director from Bayonetta 2 has left Platinum Games, so this is kind of like a side note. I don't know if he was involved in the development of Bayonetta 3, but whether he was or not, whether he was helping with Bayonetta 3, he's no longer with Platinum Games. So there's that. Here's the part where I'm gonna say I'm not gonna talk about everything that was covered in the Direct, but yeah, there you go. I'm not talking about everything that was covered in the direct. It's just some of my highlights, lowlights, and neutral points. So I already talked about my highlights. Let's get on to my neutral points. And my first one is Assassin's Creed 3 Remastered. This was a neutral point because although I'm excited to pick this up, kind of excited than most people because I never played an Assassin's Creed game. I kind of, for some reason, I never really got into the series for some reason, but after seeing the direct trailer, I know some people are going to complain about, oh, it's low frame rate, it looked slow. Yeah, that was kind of one of my big complaints, but with some of the Nintendo Direct trailers, a lot of those trailers looked slow anyway, but that's something that Ubisoft can fix. But by the way, Ubisoft is one of Nintendo's like big friends, third-party friends, so I think they could fix. Ubisoft can continue to fix it before release, and hopefully Assassin's Creed 3 Remastered looks freaking cool on the Switch when it comes out. But my one downside with Assassin's Creed Remastered is the fact that it's releasing nearly 2 months after the PlayStation 4 and Xbox One versions. We're approaching like the 2-year anniversary of the Nintendo Switch in a couple of weeks, and we still can't get day-and-day releases like with the Switch, with PS4, Xbox One, and PC. I mean, we're getting it with like Mortal Kombat 11, Trials Rising, Crash Team Racing, but it's like, why not almost every game? It's like, this is what are you doing, Nintendo? Like, we need to get those. If you want to continue building up these relationships, you gotta start taking risks. You gotta start putting in the effort to get in those day-and-day releases in. So that's my only downside about Assassin's Creed 3 Remastered. But yeah, the Smash 3.0 update and the Joker teaser. This one I actually predict. This was the actual prediction that I had that was gonna happen, and they talked about it. So I'm just gonna leave it at that. Yoshi's Crafted World. Yes, I knew they were going to talk about this because they need to give this one last push before it releases next month. I'm not that interested in Yoshi's Crafted World. I'm sorry to everyone that is. I liked how simple it was. It didn't overstay its welcome. I like that Nintendo is offering a demo for the game in case for people like myself want to see like if it's worth buying or not. I think they're offering like the first level or something. Because yeah, right now Yoshi's probably something I'm not really worth like getting for myself. Fire Emblem Three Houses. They showed off a lot, but they kind of like breezed through it. They didn't really like take up a lot of time on this. They just explained what the story was about, like what is Fire Emblem Three Houses, which was literally 3 houses, and that was pretty much it, to be honest. And it's coming out in July, so for all you Fire Emblem fans, there you go. Captain Toad Treasure Tracker DLC. Now this was kind of a big surprise for me that this game is getting free and paid DLC over games like Super Mario Odyssey, Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, Super Mario Party. It's kind of surprising that this port of a game is getting DLC, but I mean, I guess that's cool. So with the free update that you can get the day of the Direct, you can play as 2 players now, which I thought you should have gotten day 1 of the Switch version. You no longer have to do that pointer style like you used to do in the game, like with previous titles like Super Mario Galaxy. You now get to play as a second Toad or Toadette, and with the paid DLC, you get 18 new challenges that include 5 new levels. So I guess that's cool. But to be honest, I don't really know if I want to go grab Captain Toad Treasure Tracker. I don't know if it's really that appealing to me, but hey, at least it's getting DLC. I mean, I was kind of surprised, to be honest. But what really needs DLC is Mario Party, because that game really needs more boards. Overall, those were my neutral points about the Direct. I know not everything was talked about there, but now here's the big beef I have with the Direct. The terrible things I saw in the Direct. Because, to be honest, there were half of the things about the Direct that I really, really wanted to punch in the face towards someone. Because nearly half of the games at this Direct did not deserve to be there. Because, it doesn't deserve to be on the Switch. Half of them looked like mobile games. Rune Factory 4, that's basically a dating simulator. Dragon Quest Builders 2, Minecraft Mobile 2.0. Disney's Tsum Tsum Festival, iPad game. And I'm sorry to all the anime and Japanese RPG gamers out there. All the other anime games were just totally unnecessary. I mean, Nintendo. You couldn't give at least 1 minute of Mortal Kombat 11 for the Nintendo Switch. 1 minute. You gave it 15 seconds, and yet you gave... What was that game from Square Enix? I don't know. I forgot what game that was. But it was that one game by Square Enix that they gave 2 minutes explaining, and I did not care for it. I did not care for it. I don't know. It's just I don't know. But half of these games at the Direct got more screen time over games like MK11, Assassin's Creed 3. Heck, I think even Fire Emblem Three Houses got less screen time than all these anime games that they were showing off. So I don't know what Nintendo is doing, and I don't know how they're allowing all these all these garbage shovelware games to get on the Switch, especially Disney's Tsum Tsum Festival. Because if you look at how that is, what you're basically doing is using your Switch like this, like a literal iPhone right here. And why do you need to do that? It's totally unnecessary. And another big downside about this Direct was Tetris 99. I'm sorry for everyone that likes it, but I don't. And what this game basically is Nintendo's way of trying to make you buy the Nintendo Switch Online service. And that's pretty sad, to be honest, because everyone's claiming this as the Battle Royale version, the Battle Royale comparator to Apex Legends and Fortnite. And I'm sorry, I really don't give a shit. It's this doesn't incentivize me. It doesn't make me want to subscribe to the online service. It makes me want to hold out even longer. It's if you want to take this Battle Royale style into Tetris, get out of here, Nintendo. Get out of here. Give me more features. Where are my dedicated servers? Where is my native voice chat? If you get me that, then we can talk. I know a lot of you are going to hate me on this next one. I don't know what my camera's doing with my autofocus, but so you're going to hate me a lot for this one. The Link's Awakening remake. First thing, it's not that I don't like Zelda, because I really liked the Breath of the Wild. The graphics were kind of cool. I'll admit, I liked the trailer, but there is one thing that really, really set me off. $60. That's the price for the remake for Legend of Zelda, Link's Awakening. 60. You don't believe me? Go to BestBuy.com and try to pre-order this game. especially if you don't have GCU anymore. Is Nintendo really trying to convince me to buy a over 25-year-old like remake of a game from the Game Boy on the Switch? It's like I mean, I know I never played Link's Awakening, and I know everyone praises it a lot, but for $60, really, for just updated graphics and adding a few new things like the Chain Chomp and all the Goombas and all these other non-Zelda things. So far at least, my initial thoughts about the Link's Awakening remake, it's not worth $60, to be honest. At best, it's worth $40, because maybe if they add more stuff, like if they announce more stuff in the remake, then maybe it's worth $60. But as it stands right now, this game is not worth spending full price on a 25-year-old remake. I'm sorry. I'm really sorry for all those Zelda fans I just offended. We didn't get any updates on Bayonetta. Well, we did get an update on Bayonetta 3. Actually, we didn't get any updates on Luigi's Mansion, which was kind of expected, but also kind of a letdown. And other previously announced games, and I guess you can include Animal Crossing. But just to everyone out there, just please shut up about not getting your Animal Crossing announcement at this Direct. There are so many more opportunities that Nintendo can do. They'll probably have like their own Direct. Animal Crossing will probably have its own full-fledged Direct. And no new updates about the Nintendo Switch Online service. You just got your usual reminder that you need the online service to play these games like Smash Ultimate and Tetris Battle Royale. And here I am just waiting for these online features just to end my holdout. So there you go. That was the Nintendo Direct for you. Just a bunch of anime games and Super Mario Maker. Oh, and Astral Chain and Assassin's Creed 3 and Mortal Kombat 11 cameo. So pretty much there's a lot of to be honest, despite all that, there's a lot of games coming out for 2019 and beyond, especially 2019. Nintendo really packed this year specifically, because there are some games that are dated right now, but there are still others that we have to figure out. And don't get me wrong, but there's so many other directs, including E3, that Nintendo can announce so many other things for 2019. Here's the list of what we have so far for the Nintendo Switch, which also includes third party. So we have Trials Rising, which comes out next in a couple weeks, Yoshi's Crafted World in March, Mortal Kombat 11 in April, Assassin's Creed 3 Remastered in May, Mario Maker in June, Crash Team Racing in June, Fire Emblem 3 Houses in July, Astral Chain in August, Daemon X Machina whenever that comes out in summer. Oh yeah, by the way, they gave an update on that and gave a tech demo on the Switch. Legend of Zelda Link's Awakening whenever that happens this year. Marvel Ultimate Alliance 3 in whenever that happens this summer. I don't think Bayonetta 3 is happening this year. I think that gets moved to 2020. Luigi's Mansion 3, they said that's going to happen this year. Animal Crossing this year, and then Pokemon this year. So Nintendo has to figure out when exactly the last 3 titles that I mentioned are going to come out. Like, and do they really need to announce anything else at this point? I mean, first party wise, I mean, they already have Yoshi's Crafted World, Fire Emblem 3 Houses, Astral Chain. I mean, if they do want to announce a port as like filler for April, I mean, you can't really count Mortal Kombat 11 as your big release for Nintendo, because like I don't know if anyone plays that in Japan. But yeah, it's like that you have a lot of packed titles throughout 2019, and Nintendo's definitely gonna try to announce more. I just don't know if they need to, because you still have to figure out things with Luigi's Mansion 3, Animal Crossing, and Pokemon. So it should be interesting to see what Nintendo has in store for the rest of the year. But yeah, that's pretty much gonna do it for this video. Like I said, my highlights included Super Mario Maker 2 and Astral Chain for the Nintendo Switch. I was on the middle ground with new Assassin's Creed 3 and the rest of the games that were shown off in the direct, like Yoshi's Crafted World, Fire Emblem Three Houses, and the Captain Toad DLC. However, I disliked like nearly half of those anime games that were shown off, Tetris Battle Royale, and the Link's Awakening remake, just because it was full priced right now. But yeah, that's gonna do it for this Nintendo Direct discussion video. What did you all think about the Nintendo Direct that happened on February 13th, 2019? Let me know in the comments below. Don't forget to subscribe, like, dislike, comment down below. Are you picking up any of these games that were announced at the Direct? Also let me know in the comments below. And yeah, always be delicious. I'll see you all in the next video. And I'm out.